Hey folks, it's a chilly fall day, but I'm going to collect a few wildflower seeds. I'm going to start with Lobelia cardinalis, or the red cardinal flower. It's a beautiful native species, easy to grow, and attracts hummingbirds. So it typically has red flowers, which attracts the hummingbird. There is a white flower variation. Luckily, I have quite a few plants on my property, so I just collect them both. Now let me start by saying I should have done this about a month ago. Many of the seeds have already fallen out. Cardinal flower has quite a long inflorescence, or a group of flowers that bloom in the late summer, then develop into these fruits where the seeds are located. Now the seeds are quite small and easily carried by the wind. Lobelia tend to grow in wet locations and do require some sort of soil disturbance in order for the seeds to germinate. Now when I collect seeds like this, I always store them in paper bags to keep everything dry. Some seeds require a cold stratification, which is the process of exposing seeds to cold and moist conditions to encourage germination. Now, of course, in nature, this process takes place when fallen seeds overwinter under plant debris or beneath a layer of snow. Now, cardinal flower doesn't require this cold stratification, but if necessary, you can mimic this by winter sowing in water jugs or some other sort of container. I plan to put together a more comprehensive video in the next week or two as I complete this process for many different seeds I've collected. So I think I have enough for today, but I'd like to just take a walk through the garden, see how things are going. I usually save my cleanup for the spring so wildlife can forage through the seeds and fallen debris. My poor pond has been leaking. I have to fill it up every now and then. This is such a pretty tree. It's tiger-eyed sumac. It's not native, but it is a cultivar of our native staghorn sumac. It's a beautiful chartreuse in the summer and has gorgeous fall color. And it doesn't really send up many shoots or suckers, and so it's not aggressive like many varieties. So let's go take a look at the vegetable garden, which is pretty much put to bed for the winter. We use a bagger in the fall to pick up our leaves, and I typically put these in the beds mixed with just enough grass so that it breaks down properly. The leaves provide a source of carbon and the grass a source of nitrogen. And the microorganisms require a specific carbon to nitrogen ratio, about 30:1, in order to break things down. Otherwise, they will use the nitrogen in the soil, making less available for your plants. And this serves two purposes. One, it continually enriches the soil with organic matter. And two, there's enough left over in the spring to act as mulch for most of the growing season, which increases moisture retention and keeps the soil a little cooler. It also greatly reduces weed seed germination. We got into the teens recently, so I covered the brassicas with a layer of greenhouse plastic, and they're doing all right. Until next time, folks, thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing to this channel and clicking the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video.